I'm not sure how many times people listen to me as of late, especially with how much we miss James Blackman, and we never made it an excuse. But I mean, we miss the guy and the stuff that he can create for us. But I'm not sure everybody listened to me. I think my team did. I really do. I think they listened because they saw the film. Because what they've really grown to do is they believe what they see, not what they're supposed to hear or what a record is. Minnesota's good. I mean, they're a good team, and they're extremely well coached. They're right there. I mean, they easily could have won the Purdue game the other night, and I'm not making any excuse, but I'm really proud of the way we found a way to win, and that's the bottom line, because they've got good players. They got us in transition where we defended transition extremely well up at Minnesota. I think they were maybe 4-19 on the break, and here they were really good on the break, and sometimes we just didn't get back as well. And but it wasn't for lack of effort, it wasn't for lack of want to, and it wasn't for lack of preparation. Because if you're not prepared and ready to play, then you don't find a way to win the game. We're not a team that turns it on late, and I don't think that happened. I just don't think we were sharp. I think we let our lack of outside shooting at times affect us, and then we didn't get back obviously as well. And they're very good in the ball screen, and we lost our awareness a little bit on that. We lost our awareness on the weak side, but we fought, and they were resilient in finding a way to win. And before anybody asks about the shooting, I'm not the least bit concerned about that. I don't think we shot enough threes, and that's the last thing I get worried about with this team. But their focus and their ability to be resilient inside of this game and refocus when they got so close, I'm very proud of that. So we'll take the win.
We've asked obviously a lot this year about Thomas's development. He had a strong first half. It seemed like they did some things to try and take him out of it in the second half. But what does it say about a freshman that he just kind of forces his way to the front of the line in the most important moments of the game there?
Well, he's getting better constantly because he's putting even more focus on his ability to get better defensively. And so he made adjustments inside of the game. He's a quick learner. And he was always a presence. I think he got better as the game went on. I don't think he posted as strong at the very beginning of the game. And then I think, the couple of rebounds or dunks, there's a couple of post moves got him going. But it was just one of those games that you have to find a way to win, and no matter what. And he did a lot of things in the game that impacted the game. He also had some moments that you want back, but that's all part of it. And, those three freshmen played a considerable. I didn't really look at the stat sheet, but they played a considerable. They played a considerable amount of minutes, and I don't think we'd have won the game without all three of them.
Yeah, and Tom, I was just going to ask that about the rebounding in particular. Thomas had that huge rebound, and he scored to put you up ahead, and then OG had a huge rebound. Just their ability as freshmen to get key rebounds.
That's key. We've made a lot of improvement on the glass, and a lot of improvement. We spent a lot of time at it. They're athletic. They're getting quicker. They're understanding it more. Your greatest toughness level is your consistency level, right? So going to the glass consistently, that makes your team tougher. Well, it shows that they're pretty tough, right? And you show your toughness in different ways. And us getting to the backboards has got to be a huge part of it. Obviously, it's been a long time since we weren't as good in transition defense. And so we'll have to look at that, and it's not for lack of work at it. It's just maybe we missed more shots than we usually miss, and they got out and went at it, which was strong. But we got the rebounds that we had to get throughout the game, and then we got the putbacks that we had to get to win the game.
Jeff?
What does it do for you guys when Thomas can kind of get a team going early, after kind of a slow start, and be there to make the key plays at the end? Do both parts.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at it like that. I guess that makes sense because he's got a lot of energy. Thomas is just one of the guys. I mean, he's a key guy. So I don't look at it like. I think they all inspire each other. I really do. Now I think he's a big factor in that. But Thomas is a great teammate. We said that when we signed him, and that's done nothing but get better and better as he's gotten more comfortable all the time. So Thomas is one of the guys, and I think we've got an interesting group in that they get along at a really good rate, you know, young and old, and that's really important. So, he brings a lot of energy to everybody, you know, and the key is that when it's not going so well, that he doesn't get emotional the other way. You know, that's where he's got to continue to mature, but he is. And I'm proud of him.
Lionel Anderson seemed a lot more reserved on the sideline today. Did you have any discussions with
Oh,
him
my
or
God.
whatever might have happened?
You know, I'm actually watching the game, actually, and I'm really, Lionel's a key part of the group. So, you know what I'll do? I'll try to stand at the end of the bench, okay, from now on, where I can see everything going forward, so I can see the bench better, and I'll be able to answer your question better. But if you notice where I'm at, I'm usually up watching the game. So, if Lionel's energy isn't high someday, then Lionel Anderson won't be as good. So, I'm trying to answer your question best I can. Thanks. What else?
You mentioned you weren't worried about the shooting moving forward. Was there anything they were doing to rush shots?
I think we rushed some shots, but I also think we weren't spaced deep enough at times. You know, we spend a lot of time, you've been to our practices, we got that NBA line down for a reason. It's not the shoot behind the NBA line as much, it's the space behind it. And that's the most important thing. So there were a couple times, you know, where we'll look at it and say our technique wasn't as good. I know Nick rushed a couple, but again, we didn't shoot enough. We didn't shoot as many as we needed to. And I'll have to look back at the film and look back at the possession chart and things of that nature, but I'm not concerned about the three-point shooting at all.
Tom, you're midway point of the Big Ten, you're 8-1, sole possession of first place. Just thoughts on that and the keys for the second half?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna watch the film and get ready for Michigan. I don't have any look back, look forward thoughts, and I really don't. And I'm not being evasive. I just don't. I don't. I know a couple records in the league. I don't know many, and I'm sure I could figure it out. And I don't spend any time on that. So this is all about how we get better. It really is, and it's all about them understanding what their strengths are, how to play to them, what we have to get better at, how to take what the game has given us, and continue to find ways. It's I'm proud of them. I'm proud of our staff. I mean, it's over this period of time, the first part of it, we're trying to figure out how to play without one of the best guards in the country, and I have no time for the you know, well, they're this because he's not there. We miss that kid. We miss him, and he is a huge part of our team, and so it's still an involvement for us in a lot of different ways on how we're playing without him, even going into this week, because the opponents have figured out he's not out there too. So we've just got to continue to improve and get ready for Michigan.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, Jeff, go ahead.
Just Rob had 8 rebounds. I think he's had.
That's big.
He's had
That's when I
most-
really missed James, and because James was doing a great job on the defensive glass. So for us to win, we've got to get guard rebounds. We have a number we want to hit, and we don't hit it very often. And when we do, we're really good. But Rob's getting a lot done, and it's not always showing up in his scoring, but it's showing up in other areas, and I think it will show up in his scoring as we go. Okay, thank you.